John and Karen, even though only one senator voted against the nomination of Gil Kurlikowski as the nation's new drug czar, the former Seattle police chief has his share of critics from inside his old department.
Our nation's drug problem is one of human suffering.
Gil Kurlikowski may be called the drug czar, but he's just saying no to the term the war on drugs. In an interview with the Wall Street Journal, Kurlikowski says regardless of how you try to explain to people it's a war on drugs or a war on a product, people see a war as a war on them. We're not at war with people in this country.
Mr. Kurlikowski is right on the mark that you can't have a war on drugs, because if you do, it's a war on your own people.
Drug policy experts say Kurlikowski's comments signal a new era, away from incarceration and toward treatment.
You're on thin ice.
More drug court programs rewarding nonviolent users for undergoing treatment, and fewer raids of medicinal marijuana clubs in states where they're legal, like California.
Until we get a handle on drug treatment, we are not going to solve crime in America.
Ever since Richard Nixon coined the term the war on drugs in the early 70s and even got an offer from Elvis Presley to join in on the fight, the U.S. has tried everything.
This is your brain on drugs.
Ads to arms to battle narcotics. Kurlikowski wants to change tactics. Before his confirmation, the former Seattle police chief acknowledged his own son has battled addiction.
I have experienced the effects that drugs can have on our youth, our families, and our communities.
I was a little surprised when I heard that they're going to declare that the war on drugs is over, because here in Seattle, the war on drugs is certainly not over.
But Seattle's police union warns Kurlikowski comes from a city where drug attitudes are more relaxed.
It hasn't gotten any better in the 8 years that Chief Kurlikowski's been with us, and many feel it's gotten worse.
Every year, advocates for legalizing pot descend on Seattle to hold their annual HempFest, a festival where marijuana use is out in the open. HempFest organizers have already put out a statement congratulating their chief of police on his new position. John and Karen.
Jim Acosta for us this morning.